Welcome to the University of Life. My name is Ash. I'm actually a professional skydiver, and I jump out of planes for a living. Originally from Australia, moved out to the States in '99 and started professional skydiving. I've been on a couple of different teams, the national US team, and competed on an international level in Russia and also in numerous places in the States and throughout Europe. Basically, competitive skydiving is, my part of it is this here, is taking a picture. It's really hard to see, obviously, from the ground what's going on up there, so we take our cameras up with us, and that's my job, is to capture all the exciting stuff. This is some of the equipment we use. I've got a still camera and also a high definition video camera. Alright, it's pretty simple to use, to turn it on. Alrighty, I line this up here with my eye. It tells me everything's all lined up, and just snap away, shoot away. It's not really that hard, a lot of fun. This is the parachute that I wear when I do these things. Pretty simple. Basically goes on like a backpack, and your legs through these straps here. Alrighty, legally we're required to carry 2 parachutes with us. Our main parachute, which is in the bottom portion of the container here, and this is the one that we use 99.999% of the time. Alright, but when we do have a problem with this main parachute, basically what we can do is pull this handle right here. Alrighty, that disconnects our main parachute, and then we pull this handle right here, and this one opens our reserve parachute, which is on the top part of the rig. Alrighty, that's the circle part is here, is actually the reserve parachute. I've had to use my reserve parachute 5 times, I think, in the 12,175 jumps, I think, is about where I'm at. The gear is very dependable, but it's nice to have a backup, of course. Also teach people how to skydive, how to use, basically how to exit the aircraft, use the equipment correctly, land safely, and return to the building and get your rig packed up and go do it again. That's a successful skydive in my book. I teach people on various different levels. I also coach experienced skydivers on how to fly in different body positions, like head down to earth, feet down to earth, not just on your belly, which is regular kind of skydiving. I coach people on all aspects of flight, the free fall, all aspects of free fall, and also canopy flight too. I also coach people on how to fly their canopy better and more safely, and also do performance canopy coaching as well, which is really nice. It's a really good spectator part of the sport. I mean, obviously you can't see what's going on up there. We need our cameras in the air for that, but as we come in to land our parachutes, that's the spectator part of the sport. And I've competed in several different competitions on doing the demonstration canopy flight stuff. Also, I have worked inside a wind tunnel for a year, coaching people, learning how to do free fall, simulated free fall, vertical wind tunnel. I also teach people how to fly the wingsuits, which you see on YouTube quite often, these guys that are flying their wingsuits next to the mountains and stuff like that. I also teach base jumping on the side, obviously for legal reasons. It's one of those underground sports that is not really out there. Now all the, I guess someone landed out again. That's what we do, we shoot them when they land out. Just kidding. Yeah, obviously the legal side of skydiving is, we're all USPA members, we all have insurance, all that sort of fun stuff. But the base jumping is a very unregulated sport, a very extreme sport, a little more so than skydiving. There's certain things that you go through life to make decisions, and sometimes when you're into extreme sports, like I used to be an extreme big wave surfer back in the day, and you know, you hesitate, it becomes a problem, you know, if you hesitate. And I figured that I was getting to the point where I was starting to get a little scared about things, and I was hesitating, and it was making it a lot more dangerous than what it needed to be. And skydiving actually turned that around for me, because it, you know, it took away that hesitation. Everything in skydiving happens relatively fast, and to remain calm and make accurate and fast decisions is key. So it definitely helps with, you know, your mental mindset. You see things in slow motion almost, because you're so used to seeing things rushing by at 120 or 160 miles an hour. You know, after a while, you know, things that are at regular speed almost seem slow motion. You know what I mean? It definitely sharpens your awareness. You see a lot more. You're a lot more aware of what's going on around you, and it gives you kind of almost like a sixth sense of the world. Just for an example, it's like, you know, if someone was to walk up behind me, you know, 20 years ago before I started skydiving, I may not know that they were there, but now you know, I kind of see a little bit more than I used to see, and a lot more aware of what's going on around me. And I mentioned it's also fun, it's extreme, there's a lot of really cool people who do this sport. Possibilities and learning is endless. You know, I mean, every time, you know, somebody does something new and different, well, of course, that, you know, that's exciting, and everybody wants to do that. This sport is very easy to access, and to get a hold of this information is readily available. It's all really down to the weather. So we try not to put a time frame on the learning curve of skydiving, because it's like several different factors. How keen are you? You know, your budget and the weather. You know, I've seen people go through the AFF program in 3 days. I've seen people take 3 months. So, you know, inevitably it's up to you, and of course the weather and availability of, you know, equipment, aircraft, staff, all that kind of stuff. The basic costs in Hawaii is you can be jumping out of the plane on a set of rental gear or student gear in a minimum of 3 days, and of a cost of around $1,200 is what you're looking at to get to that point. That includes doing, you know, 1 introductory fun tandem, 2 instructional tandems where the tandem master or AFF tandem master will give you a short list of tasks that you need to complete in free fall. You know, obviously maintaining good body position, doing some practice ripcord pulls so you know where the handle is when it comes time to pull. Altitude awareness, very important. And also the free fall portion of it is usually what most people get into, but you should never forget about the canopy. The canopy is what brings you from, you know, your opening altitude to the ground safely, you know. So you also learn how to fly the canopy, you know, in a safe, you know, and accurate manner, so that you can make it back to the landing area, land safely, and do it all again. You're not going to get rich doing this, but you're going to have blast. You're going to have the time of your life. I mean, it is a sport that is extremely rewarding, as far as, you know, seeing people enjoying themselves. I mean, having so much of a good time. I mean, we all joke about it, and it's like, man, that person had such a good time, they had an orgasm. You know, this, like I said, this sport will, you know, push you mentally. It's not an extremely physical sport, but mentally it is, you know, very, very rewarding. And just to see people have such a good time, enjoy it, love life, live life, and like I said, it changes the way you look at, you know, pretty much everything. Changes after you make your first few skydives, and especially if you learn. You know, you never look at the sky the same again. You never, you know, you always smile when you see the sky, and you know, wow, it's a beautiful day today, let's go jumping. You know, and after a while, you know, it kind of got me so captivated that it's all I could think about, so I quit doing my regular job and started professional skydiving. And like I said, we're not going to, you don't get rich doing this, but you can make enough money to survive and live in a beautiful place like Hawaii. I mean, take a look around. This place is awesome. You get to skydive, and you get to surf, you get to, you know, enjoy the beach and the people that live on the island. My advice to all these people out there in TV land and internet land: live life. go skydiving.